People once ate Egyptian mummies and could not get enough of them. There are many bizarre traditions that have come and gone throughout history of humanity, but we cannot forget the mummy craze that has been seen throughout the 19th century. This so-called craze has indoctrinated the wealthy Western society in the belief that consuming prehistoric Egyptian mummies had great health benefits and would lead to a longer and better life. This belief actually started in the late medieval era when nobles would eat the remains found within mummies, thinking that they had some sort of medical benefit. England's King Charles II took medication made from human skulls after suffering a seizure, and until 1909, physicians commonly used human skulls to treat neurological conditions. It was not only the craze implied by the wealthy who could have spent and eaten whatever to live longer, but also the people in Egypt who were selling these mummies on the streets for a big markup. The 19th century was truly a great period to visit Egypt. Instead of the fridge magnet, you were able to purchase a 50,000-year-old mummy, best cold. These mummies were being discovered in abundance, and in many cases stolen from archaeological sites to be sold on the black market, only available to the highest of nobles. You would think that based on how rare mummies are, the Egyptian government would ban the sale of or exportation out of the country, but the truth is that within the 19th century, mummies were found in abundance. Author Mark Twain even reported that mummies were burnt in Egypt as locomotive fuel. This is how common they were at that point. For the royal and social elite, eating mummies seemed a royal appropriate medicine, as doctors claimed that mummy medicine was made by pharaohs. Royalty ate royalty. People within the 19th century became a lot more sophisticated as mummies started to become more and more rare of a find. The belief in eating mummies for health benefits started to fade as modern medicine was coming onto the scene. However, this did not stop the tradition. It only took it to another level. People were no longer consuming mummies to cure illnesses but Victorians were hosting unwrapping parties where Egyptian corpses would be unwrapped for entertainment at private parties. Even at these parties, some members of the high class could not resist the temptation to taste the mummies. Wow. By the beginning of the 20th century, this tradition slowly died as mummies became very rare, and many governments around the world were implementing restrictions that protected such mummies.